Makenshi critiques to Makenshi Dick Rise of favorite anime. This is a continuation of The Promise Part 3, which is the final part of the Promise arc. I did it in 2 parts because I was really tired that day, so I just decided to split it up into 2 half-an-hour bits. So I'm resuming from page 180. So let's get into this. To finish this, man. There was a freaking showdown. I'm glad I took the break because now I can like give my all to the writing and the greatness. I wonder how this will end. There's a few notable characters that just seem to have not been touched upon in this. Like, we got a little bit of closure on Iroh. I was wondering where Azula is. You know what I mean? We've seen a little bit of Ozai, but we're not getting quite everything we want, right? We want a bit more Azula, a bit more Iroh. What's he up to? Like, check back in with him. But right now, there's the conflict between Earth Kingdom, King Kuei, and Zuko. And the people who want the colonials out, the ash makers, blah blah blah. Alright, so we'll continue from page 180 of the compilation. So when he found out, this is Suki speaking now. So when he found out the Earth King had sent his army to remove the colonials from Yu Dao, Zuko decided to lead his own army there to defend them. And Earth Kingdom fighting a Fire Nation army sounds like the beginning of all-out war. That's why I went to get you guys. We have to stop Zuko's army before they reach the city gates. You think the 3 of us can stop an entire army? Hey, we've stopped an entire air fleet before, haven't we? Good point. So what's the plan, Sokka? The burden of being the idea guy. Alright, step 1. Toph, can you get us into one of those tanks undetected? Not a problem. What is that? It's an underground slide that'll take us directly under Zuko's army. Come on, bloody hell, she's super talented, man. You've been really into slides lately. I enjoy hearing your girlish scream. That was Suki. Hey. It's so dark down here, I can hardly see anything. Shh, Toph's really touchy about that. The puns, man. You know what? She's so happy-go-lucky for someone who's blind, man. Legit. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Oh wow, man. What I say about staying away from bean sprouts when we have to be in the tank together? Though we fight. This is 2 jokes. This joke is 2 jokes. Oh wow, she just metal bended it up in there, man. Just bloody planted a fist right through the metal, man. 1 purry. Step 1 complete. What's step 2? Not sure. I was sort of hoping step 2 would come to me while we were working on step 1. Are you kidding me? Oh, see, let's all blame the idea guy. While you guys figure that out, I'm gonna try to get us to Zuko if we could just talk to him. What? You think some polite conversation can convince him to not turn evil? I don't know. He just seems so lonely. I mean, she's been guarding him, man. She knows he don't sleep. She knows the rift between her and Mai. You think Suki could end up with lonely isn't the way I'd put it. More like screwy in the head. Nah, man. You ain't been where you been, man. You ain't seen the side of the season that we saw in the first 3 seasons. You ain't been there, fam. You ain't been there. They're still judging him. Oh, that's it. The step 2 is screwy. Toph, how close do you have to be to metal bend something small, like maybe a screw or a bolt? If you're close enough to see it, I'm close enough to bend it. Great, Suki. Pull us up alongside many tanks as you can, 1 by 1. Guys, stop. You don't want to do this. I swear, Aang, man. Do something. You're the freaking Avatar, man. Stop him. You know what I mean? You use a non-lethal stuff if you can. Hey, Smeller B. Hey, Longshot. This is where being a pacifist or neutral fence sitter that gets you nowhere. Sneers, you been in Yu Dao this whole time? Longshot and I looked all over for you. Smeller B and Longshot, I'd like you to meet my girlfriend, Corey. Corey, this is Smeller B and Longshot. Well, what do you know? Looks like we're all friends here. Sneers told me all about you, Smeller B. I'm sorry, I can't say the same. You know what friends do? Talk. You know what friends do? Friends don't do? Beat each other up. I saw Aang, man. I want to see Zuko go light and Aang go edgy. There was a touch of it in the last season, so. You can't force us from Yu Dao. You're dating an Ashmaker? How could you? Trust me, guys. I'm the Avatar. Peace is sort of my thing. See, this is why I'm hopeful that they come to a tenuous compromise. utterly unrealistic and idealistic. Oh, everything's sorted. Because I think it will be true to life, and it would be disingenuous if they did otherwise. Do you have a long shot? Do you have a point long shot? I mean, look at her and look at him. What's that supposed to mean? So, okay, yeah, I see. Listen, Smeller B, maybe we've been thinking about this all wrong. What if Yu Dao is neither Fire Nation nor Earth Kingdom? What if it is a part of both? What, like a... This is where the multicultural thing comes in. This is what I've been trying to tell you, and maybe we can make things better here without kicking all the Fire Nation people out. Bah, what are we waiting for? Let's finish what we came to do. Fuck, these Earth guys got a temper as well. Oh wow, they nearly... Oh man, she would have been dead, man, if she took a hit. Defend yourselves, Yu Dao resistance, defend our home. Oh come on, how can nobody ever... No, how come nobody ever wants to just talk? Attack! Don't you get it, Smelebi? I agree with you. I want the Fire Nation colonies to leave too. I just want them to leave peacefully. They're not going to leave peacefully. Who would leave their home peacefully? Who would roll over? This is what we expect people to do nowadays. We expect the Palestinians to just roll over. You know, so Hamas gets... Hamas is not a savory organization. It's unsavory. But they're democratically elected. Because people just don't want to fucking roll over to fucking people bulldozing your fucking house down. This is why it reminds me so much of Palestine, Israel. People, and they blame, oh, both sides. This is basically, the world is Aang in this situation. Can't we all get along? Can't we get a two-state solution? Oh, you're both attacking, you're both as bad each other. This is Aang in the thing. The world is Aang right now in this solution. You can't, people ain't gonna roll over to having their fucking shit barricaded and getting booted out of their own fucking land. After World War II, the powers that be drew up a bunch of lines. They go, hey, take Israel, fam, take it. I don't think that's an option anymore. Looks like Earth King's finally stepped up to his responsibilities. Monkey feathers. It's such an awesome way of it's motherfucker. It basically means motherfuckers. Motherfuckers. Monkey feathers. Awesome way to curse. Monkey feathers. Because you can have a creature that's both a monkey and a bird. A hybrid creature, right? Yeah, and the world of Avatar. They even mentioned that. GLY, my boy. Avatar Aang. Double monkey feathers. Please forgive us our unintentional disrespect. We've since covered our tattoos in deference to true Airbenders. Now we, the Yu Dao chapter of the Avatar fan club, and please talk too much. Place ourselves at your service. How about you just go home? I've already got all these protesters to deal with, not to mention the giant army that just showed up. But that's why we're at your service. You're just getting in the way, you bloody annoying, man. Oh fuck. Proclamation. Attention, attention, by official decree of Earth King Kuei, Earth Kingdom reclaims the former Fire Nation colony of Yu Dao. It's back to, you know what, it's worse than it was before. Honestly, there was not this kind of uprising and fighting going on before. This is like on such a scale now. It's gone worse under peace. Earth King Kuei, why don't you come down here and announce your own decrees? General Howe's doing just fine on his own, thank you. what a fucking armchair general, man. Fire Nation colonials remain city hereby declared criminals shall be arrested on site. The Harmony Restoration Movement shall be completed on this day with or without colonial cooperation. Yeah, Fire Nation out, Harmony now. This is it, Aang. You choose to either defend Yu Dao with us or doom us. Not necessarily, Snares. Look, monkey feathers on top of monkey feathers. Did he ever say monkey feathers in the anime? He never. I think GLY came out with it. The writers came out with monkey feathers, but it also shows the maturity now. He will curse a bit in this world's universe. In this thing. Oh wow, this double page looks amazing. Let's get this. Bust the Avatar cam out. Look at this player. This. Do you know what? If they made a Fire Emblem game, Avatar Fire Emblem game by the same creators, this would be fucking amazing. I mean, look at this. Wait a sec. Look at this. Look at that double page spread. I have to fucking back out so you can see all of it. They're all the key players here, man. You got Fire Nation creatures, you got Fire Nation guys, you got their tanks. Their guys, you got fucking Aang in the middle on his little chocobo. Katara, all the players. Like, this is like a Fire Emblem mission, man, right now. Alright. This is awesome. This is awesome. Stay back, Avatar Aang. We'll protect you. What are you gonna do, you dumbasses, man? You guys aren't protecting anything. You're just putting yourselves in danger. You've got to go. You know what? 9:40. I have to put the timestamp for that. Just makes it easier in editing. Sama. You guys aren't protecting anything. You're just putting yourselves in danger. You got to go. Sokka, Toph, Suki too. She's driving. And Katara, weren't you guys supposed to pick me up? Sorry, Sokka, we've been kind of busy. So you decide to hitch a ride with the Fire Nation army instead? Come on, man. Don't be so dense, man. For your information, Katara, we weren't hitching a ride. We were trying to slow them down. And what about you two? Since we did defending Fire Nation colonials, when did defending Fire Nation colonials become a part of the harmony restoration movement? I can't imagine. The voice of Toph in my head is just so prominent, prevalent. Fire Lord, what's going on? Going on? I'm not sure. Listen to me, Avatar. Harmony can be restored right now. My army will treat the colonials. We arrest more justly than the Fire Nation treated us. You have my word. However, we cannot accomplish anything if the Fire Lord's army stands against us. We have a saying among the Council of Five. An army with no leader is a dragon with no head. You alone have the power to end this quickly. That's some wise words, man, for a general. He's been through it. General, how there has to be another way. You know well the cost of war. I ask you to exchange one life for the many. See, this is the question of our times, man. Well, if you guys were so busy slowing the Fire Nation down, how is it that they still ended up here? She's following my plan, in case you're wondering. Keep your eyes on me, Sugar Queen. Keep your eyes on me. Sugar Queen. Sugar tit. That's another way of saying sugar tit. I'm sorry. Sugar Queen is a way of saying sugar tit. It really is. I'm sorry. But it really is. Sugar tits. Toph is one man army, man, herself. Bing, bing, bing. There she's undoing all the bolts. Yeah, there we go. Disarm them. Haha, look, that idea guy still got the touch. The dragon may still have its head, but perhaps it's now lost its legs. Darn. Quickly, Earth Kingdom troops, while the Fire Nation is in disarray, by the royal decree, enter Yu Dao and arrest the colonials. Fire Lord, our tanks. You're not all in tanks, are you? Soldiers of the Fire Nation, defend our people in the city of Yu Dao. Your Fire Lord commands you. Bloody hell, they're going for it. No, they're going for it. Oh my days, you're going to Avatar State. The Harmony Restoration was such a simple plan. Why couldn't you just follow it through? Snap out. Like, he's so pissed. Right? This is so dope. So dope. He's getting frustrated. I see why they're making him happy-go-lucky. Because it's just going to frustrate him no end. This. Okay. See, he's still wet behind the ears as an avatar. He's still not a grown-ass prime adult avatar. Don't you remember what we talked about? You have to be calm to make sure the decision is right. But all these people, they're gonna kill each other. Let me worry about them. Katara's the wifey, man. She's the counterpoint to him, man. You know, she's such a good wifey, she is. Aang, I never finished explaining to you. On our first visit to Yu Dao, when I saw Corey's family, I also saw our future. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, we get to see them. Oh my days, this is so beautiful. So beautiful, Sama. Look at that. Look at that. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Look at that. MashaAllah. What a good thing. Their future, man. They look so distinguished. If the nations are... They look so distinguished. They look like such a good couple, don't they? Maybe it's because I'm biased because I've seen their development. We thought about giving grown-up Aang a beard. Okay, if the nations have to be separate, what will that mean for us? I know it's selfish of me to think like this. There's so much more at stake than just us, Katara. Go find a quiet place, Aang, and figure this out. Then whatever decision you make, I'll trust that it's the right one. I'll support you, even if it means you have to fulfill your promise. Fuck, man. Oh man, there's so many shots here that are beautiful, man. This close-up shot of the kiss. I won't do it because I've just been doing too many in succession. In the script I wrote too good if you do this first, man. This is an important one. It has to be sweet and heartfelt and sad. They nailed it. And even if it means we have to be apart. Are you kidding? You know what? Fuck it. I never had to do Avatar Cam in succession, but look. This. Bloody hell, it's so heartfelt. What a shot, man. That's it. I need to cool down with the Avatar Cam. Bloody, that's so great, man. That's such a great shot, man. Can you imagine if the show was animated like this? You go, okay, he's meditating on it. Now, there we go. He's with Roku. I had a dream about you last night. Fulfill your promise and restore the world to harmony. That's what you said in my dream. Roku, lately I've realized how much I love being an air nomad, and I'm the last one. If I turn my back on my people's philosophy, won't it just disappear? And besides, my people's philosophy isn't all I love. The Avatar must hold the world above his own nation. This is what Guru Pathik was trying to teach him as well. And his own friends, even his own family. I cannot put into words how much it pains me to advocate for the end of my own great-grandson. True, man. What are you saying? Ursa, Zuko's mother, is my granddaughter. We got a little taste of this in the series. But now Aang knows. Then Zuko, Roku, how could you possibly... Because you are the Avatar, to succeed where I failed, you must hold the world above all else. Empty yourself, Aang, and contemplate the world. Then you will understand. Contemplate the world. Oh my god, he's inside that rock. Golem protection. This is something he did in... it was like a cocoon. They had that cocoon imagery. They're doing the cocoon imagery again. Do you remember when he was in the rocks before he came out as the Atom against Ozai in the fight? Let me see if I got this. The protesters in the Earth Kingdom army want the colonials to go. The Fire Nation army wants the colonials to stay, and the Yu Dao resistance just wants their city to be left alone. Yes. So where's Aang flying off to? He needs a place to be calm to figure things out. What is there to figure out? If he wants harmony, look, I trust him. After all we've been through, you ought to too. So for now, we need to keep all those people down there from killing each other. Kind of like what Aang's fan club is trying to do. Make peace, combatants. Let your grievances depart from you, like the leaves in the wind. These guys are so idiotic. They're gonna get killed. They're not fighters, fam. Well, they did say they trained, right, in the mystic martial arts of the air nomads. Pretty impressive for a bunch of non-bending bald girls. We need to split up Toph and Suki. You disarm as many Fire Nation troops as you can. I'll work on the Earth Kingdom. So, damn, man. These guys are literally... these guys can do it, man. I hope. But they need everyone to cooperate. And I'll take care of the protesters. But how am I supposed to get down there? Here you go, Sokka. Oh, not another one. She made another slide. Mashallah. You didn't just betray us, Sneers. You betrayed your nation. Friend versus friend. Smell a beef. You'd actually listen to me for 2 seconds. You'd... Watch out. Hey, cult combatants. Let your leaves depart from you like a... What? I don't know. I got it from a bunch of non-bending girls, bald girls. So what's going on here? I thought you guys were friends. We were until Snares decided to date an ash maker. Whoa, you're his girlfriend? Yes. They can't believe it. You know what I mean? It's the non-typical... This isn't body shaming for women. It's actually body shaming for the dude, man. And it's like... It's normal to see couples in all shapes and sizes, is what they're saying. Hold on, let me get this straight. You are going out with you. Why are they playing this up, man? Why are they playing? This is another bit of politics that they beating you over the head with. Let it be subtle. Oh, you're going out with these? Like it's wrong for him to think so, which it is, because any guy in any shape and size could go out with any woman, any shape. But when they start beating you over the head with it, okay, we can scale that back a little bit. Didn't know you had it in you, big guy. You're a big guy. A fat guy can't go out with a chick like that, really? We see it everywhere around us. It's when you make it look like it's something unique and special, is when you denormalize it. You know what I mean? This is one thing I'm not a far left guy, but I'm probably lean a bit more to the left than I do centrist or center right kind of thing, right? I'm socially maybe I'm a bit more socially conservative, fiscally. Nah, maybe not. I don't like labels and lumps. I'm not like that actually. They beat you over the head with it. When you try to make something look unique and special, and I'm so special, and this is such a special and unique thing, you denormalize it. You don't make it seem normal, like it's an everyday thing. You know what I mean? It's like feminism. Feminism tries to make out that relations between men and women are reaching a boiling point. They really aren't. The real day-to-day experiences you have with your colleagues, with people at university, girl mates, people you work with, people you meet, it's not like that. There's not this hatred that, oh, are you assuming this, or are you assuming that, or are you mansplaining, or are you? We don't function like that in society. Internet basement dwellers want you to think that, because they're so aggrieved and they've always got an axe to grind because of the things they hear, the way they get treated online, that they think that it's all like this, but it ain't. I'm not saying it's not. There's not absolutely nothing treatment like this. There is sexism in the workplace primarily, and obviously Hollywood and all that kind of thing. But just the average person on the street won't assume that a woman's out to get them, or average woman out there won't assume that dude's out to get them. You know what I mean? We shouldn't fill people with this kind of poison. You know what I mean? Geese, has Zuko actually added troops to the army since the war ended? You alright? Give me a second to catch my breath. I don't think we've got a second. Bloody hell, these Fire Nation guys, man. Oh shit. YRP, Lily Livers, what you doing here? Though cast away am I from the hearth of my city, black tears dribble from mine eyes at the sight of the fearful trail blazing towards her gate. What a poet. Pretentious bastard. What the Dark One is trying to say, Sifu Toph, is that Yu Dao is our home. We want to help you keep the doom out. I wanted to show you my spinny helmet trick. Up close, I gotta say, Penga, it's way more impressive up close. She can say nice things about them. Look alive, Lily Livers. Time to spin some more helmets. It's become very comical now, this fight. I thought it'd be more intense. It's more like a civil dispute than a civil war. Earth King Kuei, I wanted to prove to my troops that I'm finally man enough to lead them into battlefield, or at least co-lead them with a general. But now, oh, I wish Bosco were here. You knew Yu Dao would be like this. You bellend. You grew a spine but at the wrong time. You've never visited Yu Dao? Up until a year ago, I never even visited my own city's outer ring, you sheltered bastard. Then to you, Yu Dao's always just been a Fire Nation marker on an Earth Kingdom map. Katara, man, mashallah, she's such a wifey, man. Let's get off this balloon, Your Majesty. You ought to meet the people who have to live with your decisions. Honestly, Katara is one of the best female characters I've seen written in fiction in a while. Animated. But it's not safe down there. It's not. I've seen screenshots of the live action Avatar. It looks good. Like, there's a lot of green screen gonna be in there. I want to see the final product. Otherwise, it just looks like a little stage play. No, it's not. They're pouring Game of Thrones level budget, apparently, Netflix are, into Avatar live action series. Surrender, rebels. The city is once again under the Earth King protection. Surrender peacefully and you shall be treated with mercy. Never. This Morishita chick is just gonna cause a problem. Oh man, somebody got burned. Somebody's gonna get burned, man. This is gonna turn into a dispute, man. General Hao, withdraw your troops immediately. With all due respect, Philo Zuko, you stand on Earth Kingdom soil. Here your words have no authority. Okay, shit is getting real. Oh my god. Aang's little cocoon just landed. Oh my god, he's going the atom state. I just want to call it the atom state because that's what it is. It is what it is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Atom state. Aang the atom. Aang, I know how this looks, but I swear to you in my heart, none of that matters, does it? I'm doing exactly what my father would have done. Shit, he's gone nuts. Philo. Oh, he got blasted away. Is this? Oh dear. Aang, he saved him. Let's go. Blasted away. They need to just take a vacation, a bromance vacation. Talk it out, hash it out. You haven't managed to talk since he became Fire Lord. Shit. Earth King Quay, look at who you're fighting. Fire Nation, yes, but also Earth Kingdom, Water Tribe, and now Air Nomad. This is the moral of the story. This is who stands against your army and against the Fire Nation army too. It took me a while, but I finally understood you're not just fighting a colony, you're fighting a whole new kind of world. A globalized new world. Don't listen to the Ashmaker propaganda, Earth King Quay. Harmony now, harmony. Quiet, quiet, I need to see what I just need to see. Zuko, so I was right then. All along my decision was right. Zuko, oh, he collapsed. He ain't been sleeping, fam. I'm not like you, Roku. Aang, you are me. Yes, but to ask me to end your own great-grandson for the sake of the world. When you told me to contemplate the world, what did you expect me to picture in my mind? A map? Some floaty cosmic energy? These are people, you know what I mean? You know what I actually did see. Katara, Sokka, and Toph. I saw the Kyoshi Warriors, the White Lotus Society, the Illuminati, the monks who raised me, and I saw Zuko. I know how to contemplate the world. I don't know how to contemplate the world without first thinking of the people I care about, including Zuko. By refusing to take the decisive decision, you continue to put the world at risk. This is a weird conversation, man. Like he's having, oh my days, I just saw Iroh. It's a new kind of world. There's no getting around risk. Aang, Avatar Roku, he's schooling the fucking Roku, man. Avatar Roku, you taught me so much. I couldn't have become the Avatar I am today without your wisdom. But everything's so different now. It's not like when you were alive. I have to figure this out on my own. Goodbye, Aang. Oh, they parted ways. This reminds me of when fucking T'Challa is talking to his dad T'Chaka, right? And chastising him about the old ways are dead. We have to do a new way of this. Is literally Black Panther before well, they might have done it in the comic, but if they did it only in the film, that interaction, they'd learn it from Avatar, man. And guess who just woke up? About time. How's he doing? Iroh-sama. He bought Iroh. He needs Iroh in his life. Zuko, we all need Iroh in our life. Iroh-sama. Why don't you come to see him for yourself? Thank you for bringing him to me, Avatar. He really should have come earlier. He needs a cup of tea to sort things out. You know when you're stressed, can't sleep, get some chamomile tea down your gullet, fam. He really should have come earlier on his own. Sometimes he forgets that he always has a place here. He may be Fire Lord now, but he's still a stubborn boy. Love this guy. I feel like I've been asleep for a week. No, just 4 days. He needs sleep. The Earth Kings agreed to talk when you're ready. We'll meet him in Yu Dao. A small group of the city's residents are gonna join. See, why can't Togashi fucking write like this? You know, he doesn't have to do too much action, but when he does action, do it good. And just let it flow naturally. Focus on, forget your fucking power scaling. Forget thinking you're smarter than your fucking audience. Just fucking focus on story, man. Whatever happens though, Yu Dao can stay a Fire Nation colony. It can't go back to being an Earth Kingdom city either. I know it has to be something new, but what? That's why we need to meet. On the way to Yu Dao, I had a dream. You and I had a dream. You and I faced off against each other on a mountain top. Wind and rain and lightning raged all around us. Behind me was Ozai, behind you Roku. Oh yeah. And below us, the Earth Kingdom Fire Nation armies battled each other. I think I had the same dream. They had the shared dream. In yours, did you end me? Yes. Oh. You know what? I felt just as you did that right before I woke up. Zuko, relief. I was wrong to ask you for that promise, Aang. I've struggled for so long to do what's right, to even know what's right. Then when the war ended, I thought the struggle had finally ended. Too, I thought I'd won for good. A visit to Ozai in prison changed that. I realized the struggle was actually just beginning. I didn't think I could handle it, so I asked for your help. But asking you to end me if I went bad, that was like asking you to figure out right and wrong for me. I didn't just want you as a safety net, I wanted you as my escape hatch. This reminds me so much of Jessica. No, there's some interaction Jessica Jones like this, where he asked Jessica to kill her rather than solve her problem. I can't put that on you. I understand now the struggle isn't something the Fire Lord can escape. I'm sorry, Aang. Don't give yourself enough credit. You don't give yourself enough credit, Zuko. Deep down, you've always known what's right. I mean, you were right about Yu Dao. Yeah, I guess I was. So, when you fell into the chasm I created, did you feel relief then too? No. As soon as my foot slipped, I knew somehow that you wouldn't let me die. You know what I mean? These guys are you've been through way too much, man. Way too much. Because I'm a flawed avatar. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful that Roku told me you're his great grandson. That's true. Since Roku is my past life, in a way, you're my family, Zuko. No matter how hard I've tried, I've never been able to detach myself from those sorts of bonds. It's a flaw, I know, but it's one I've decided to accept, for this life at least. You're not the one who's flawed, Aang. Why can't you struggle? Why can't the struggle get easier for me, even just a little sometimes? I wonder how long I'll last. You know, in that dream, a woman stood with us on the mountaintop, watching from the shadows. Yeah, it was his mum. Sometimes dreams are the way a person's spirit reveals the answer to his problems. But then again, sometimes they are just the result of eating spicy food before going to bed. Love it. Airo-sama. It's true though, man. You have these weird, vivid dreams when you had some hot shit to eat. Maybe finding my mother would connect me to the... See, he needs that. See, you couldn't rule without having closure on that. My mother would connect me to a part of my heritage that isn't so murky and confusing. You mean Roku's bloodline? I don't know. Maybe then I'd finally find peace. I never told either of you this, but right after I became Fire Lord, I sent out a search party after search party looking for her. I even hired June and her Shirshu. Oh shit, June! They all came back empty-handed. What can I do now that I already have... I would have seen June together with him. The Shirshu is a creature, right? They sniff out people, right? It's a new world, Zuko. You need to take some new risks. We all do. Speaking of risks, why don't you try a brand new beverage I invented? First, I cook balls of tapioca until they're soft and tender. Then I put them in tea, where they sit like pearl-sized snacks at the bottom of each cup. Add a little milk, and ta-da! A revolution in tea is born. What is that trying to sneak into my mouth? I've never had tea. That's quite so chewy. That's awesome. I am a man ahead of my time. You truly are, Ira. You truly are. I have to admit, I'm a little nervous about this. I love my people's culture and I don't want to see it corrupted. At the same time, I can't just belong to history. Air nomad culture has to belong to the future too. Yeah. I mean, if you can't think of it anachronistically, you know what I mean? You have to bring it into the 21st century, you know what I mean? This is why religion for me is so important. Some of you guys see it as anachronistic. It's something that doesn't belong in this day and age. It truly does. I'm gonna educate you guys. This Me Too movement thing would not have even had to have happened if there was the four witness thing in Islam. In Islam, if you're gonna accuse someone of adultery or rape or going behind someone's back, right? I mean, you can't even shake the hand of a woman, a strange woman. Like a dude cannot by any means shake the hand of a woman that is a stranger. He can do his sister, his wife, his mum, cousins, that kind of thing, but he can't shake the hand of a strange woman because of the way it would look. You know what I mean? The way it could look. You know what I mean? And then even then, if you want to accuse someone of adultery or an interaction or that kind of thing, I'm not saying that it applies to rape, but you need four witnesses. You need four witnesses to say, if you accuse some dude, you need to have at least four witnesses that can corroborate that these guys probably met. They had whether they had a thing going, whether they knew each other or didn't. Yeah, I mean, four trustworthy people who can be that. I mean, it's like an impartial jury. They take the evidence and judge it. You know what I mean? So that would not have happened. You know what I mean? A man's name would not be dragged through the mud. Unnecessarily if he didn't do it. If he wasn't just fucking around with women, just getting them drunk, taking them back to his place, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? And maybe he didn't do anything, but maybe someone accused him. You know what I mean? If you weren't doing that shit, weren't getting drunk, weren't fucking, you weren't even sure about the level of consent between you and the other person. You didn't even know them well enough to come to a mutual consent like that. Then what are you doing, fam? It's the dude's fault. The dudes are very much at fault here. It's not the woman's fault. You know what I mean? Men have to take responsibility. If men think they're at the top and they have agency and they have more power and strength and dominance, you take responsibility for that. That would not exist, man. Trust me. You know what I mean? Not to say it doesn't happen. These fiendish fucking sex rings and this, that. You see them, but you see them everywhere. You see them white people, brown people, Arabs, fucking European people, all over. It's not exclusive to a religion but if people were properly following Islam like I try to do and other people I know try to do, you would not get this problem. You would not get this problem. Like a dude would not be literally fucking cast out, fucking fucking spat on for even, you know, going up to strange women that he doesn't know, chirps them, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? The Me Too movement wouldn't even have to take off. Men would not have been allowed to get along with this. They would have been kept in check. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be able to just fucking swan off to work, have a casting couch. You wouldn't be able to do that. And plus, these men, if they'd been following it, they would know how grave it is to do that. You know what I mean? Also, you can't accuse women of being sluts. You go to hell. You can't just willy-nilly accuse a woman of being a slag. What happens is, a woman makes an accusation, everyone says, ah, she's lying, she's lying, she's lying. Maybe it happened, and you accuse her of being a gold digger or a slag. If you accuse a woman who didn't do that shit, who was actually telling the truth, dudes go into hell, man. So you guys need to like get educated. Stop getting your education off the internet. Learn a bit more about cultures. You know what I mean? I mean, not just Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Judaism. Learn a bit more, because we have a misconception about faith and religion. So what you say, air nomad culture to the 21st century, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. According to my friends, many of you led the way to peace on the battlefield, putting your lives at risk for the sake of others. I'm deeply impressed. You already have the hearts of air nomads, so I've decided to teach you the ways of the air nomads. But you can't just be a fan club anymore. From now, you'll be known as the air acolytes. Acolyte sounds kind of ominous. I know this is risky, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I feel disconnected from the good in my own family and in my nation, and for a whole host of reasons, I believe finding my mother would help me reconnect. I feel like that, man. When my mum passed, I feel like I lost a huge chunk of myself, man. My mum passed, I feel like I never quite got back to how I used to be, legit. This is why I relate so much with Zuko, the wounded, damaged, lonely prince who doesn't have the mother in his life. I feel for it, man. I've had conversation after conversation with Ozai, and it's gone nowhere. He refused to reveal what happened to her. So I've come to an uncomfortable conclusion. You are the only person in the world who can coax the information that Ozai told me then. I mean, doesn't she want to know about her mum as well? She had a tenuous relationship with her mum. Oh my days, Azula looks fucking fiendish. Fucking... bloody hell. She is fucking deranged. My hands are shaking. She lost her damn mind. What do you want in return for me helping? In return for helping me find mother? Don't be silly, Zuzu. The satisfaction of serving the Fire Lord in a small way will be compensation enough. Shut your mouth. Besides, not a day has gone by since you put me in here that I haven't wondered. I love you, Azula. I always have and I always will. Oh shit, she saw her mum in the reflection. What exactly happened to our dear mother? Are you gonna free fucking... See, he's gonna let... He stopped short of letting Ozai get in. This is the end. He let short of getting Ozai in, but now he's gonna let Azula in. Maybe he's gonna underestimate Azula. Wow, what a great... That's it, done, finished. The end of the promise. That was brilliant. I've got to say, there's so many moving parts, and it leaves me with something more to get excited for. Money wise, I'm gonna see if I can invest in these, because I want to complete this collection. But this was such a beautiful continuation of the show, in line with everything. You don't need my review. This is why I tell you guys to watch me and stop watching these gimmicky couple reacts. Stop fucking watching these group reacts that just sit there. You're just watching 4 reactions at once, these compilation reactions. You get nothing. People screaming, huh, what's he doing? Little joke here and there, cut, edit, 9-second edits and cuts. I say my mind throughout this. You get all my review, my thoughts in these reactions. You don't need a fucking review. You bite-sized motherfuckers. I'm gonna call you that. You bite-sized motherfuckers. You need your instant gratification, short 10-minute, choppy fucking, someone screaming, hyperbolic reaction, instant gratification shit. You don't want nuance anymore. This is why rarely anyone does long reads, volume reads, and that kind of thing. I do it because I spit off the dome. I don't need writtens. How many of these people that do these nice edited videos, right? Edited videos where they write out a fucking 7-8 page script, read it out, edit it nice. It's good. Editing's great. It's an art form. It's great. It's a great way of consuming your information for your instant gratification culture. But nobody spits off the dome, man. Nobody spits off the dome. There are very few people in the fucking community that can spit off the dome, man. Articulate themselves. They're like, so yeah, thanks guys. So I ain't like that no more. So This is why there's value in long form content, man. But thank you guys for sticking around, you Avatar guys. I learned from this. I felt like I was able to true artists where you can bring something of yourself to this. Not saying that this should be your interpretation. Your interpretation must be very different. I know my boy Baker, man, my spirit twin, I say it, because if Avatar Aang can be Roku's reincarnation, but at the same time he's linked to his Zuko, spirit twins. So my boy Baker, he has his own interpretation. Me and him go back and forth about Avatar and all that kind of thing. It's brilliant. I love this. It gave me everything I wanted. Actually, the mother thing didn't get resolved, but it did get addressed. Ozai, we got to see a bit of. We got to see a conflict come to pass. Peace wasn't going to be easy. It's fucking great. Thank you guys for watching with me. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe from me on Twitter. Make sure when you turn that notification bell on, it's on all notifications, not occasional or off. Please, for the fucking love of God, do. You guys listen. You Avatar guys listen. It's my Vinland Saga fans, my anime reaction viewers, subscribers that don't watch. It's like fucking trying to raise a corpse from the dead. It's like creating a homunculus that can barely do what you tell it to do. It's just fucking flopping and dead. You just want to shank it in the neck and just put it out of its misery. I don't want to do that to my guys, man. Do what you fucking supposed to do. Click them buttons. Peace out, guys.